Hello again, people. I can help you to live 20 to 25 years longer with no sickness and no problem in your body. If you follow me and I advise you, you have to take walking in the grass for 6 minutes in a day or stand in the grass. Then you get absolute maximum. And then you have to do what I do now. I take sunshine. You see, I have a short jeans and I take sunshine. D vitamin, people. We are sitting inside too much. And when I come home, I take ice bath. I'm a little sad today because I'm alone, so I don't like to do it. I have to buy a pump so I can get the pump. I have a trunk I stay in because I don't want to have ice on my hips because I have the hips replacement. But I shovel ice on me. 3 minutes if you stay in ice. I think I will start in the bath and I skip because my titan is inside my body, so it is outside. The cold is too much, so the temperature is not so damaged, and the titan is very little moving when it's cold. But I can tell you one thing: I have never ever in my life feel better. And when I exercise in the gym, I am in a tremendously more shape. I tell you about the story and I can tell it again. I was taking care of a boy because his father was going to prison because he stayed over in the visa when he going to Denmark. So I tried to help them. He was a scammer. But what I have seen with him, this information I get from that is very few people know about. Because he using testosterone. I use in this time 40 milligram testosterone. And he using Trenbolone. No, this week I am 5 weeks without touching testosterone. I have not taken any testosterone at all. If you go my YouTube side and you go to general, you see the 3 herb I'm using to compare competition. What can you say? To replace the need of testosterone. And I have never feel better in my life. That is tremendously. But what happened with this boy? He using testosterone, 250 milligram to 300 testosterone, and he use around 400 milligram trend, 2 times in the week, 200. And we was exercise back, and he stopped me, touching my arm, and he looked me deep in the eye. What are you using? What are you using? I was 65 years old. This man was 23. He was 100% sure that I used something. And I can understand him, because what I have going through the last two years, it's really a roller coaster of happiness and enjoyment. Because now I let my body first, he start fighting his disease, because the fat level and the fat is very, very normal. And if I get a disease, my body fight it by himself. It's no problem. And because I also know how to make the stem cell working in my body, I'm fasting for 5 days. Then the stem cell repairing what is damaged. I have very much better in my shoulder. I don't say I'm 100% okay, but no, I will buy something this week that is amino acid based. I injecting, and that should take care of the problem. So I will be very much better, and that's helping the body also. But that is not what can you say? This is a peptide, and peptide is not close to steroid. So I can tell you one thing, people: follow me and live longer, because I can show you what you can do in a harmless way. I give you an example. Danny White and me, we have very much more common sick disease. He using a mask, I don't use mask, but I snoring and I stop breathing for two minutes. And we have I don't have so severe problem with my leg, because after operation I start walking, so that was good. But I can tell you one thing. Danny White used $120,000 with Gary Brecka, and he get a new life in 10 weeks. He was so amazed. Already after 2-3 weeks he feel different. I have done exactly the same. That's why I tell people Gary Brecka is sent from God, because I have no $120,000 to use on this. But Gary Brecka tell you and me that don't have this money what we can do. We take walking in grass 6 minutes in a day, because the red blood cell gets very much more healthy. And then I'm walking in the sunshine 40 minutes in a day, and then I go home and take an ice bath. If you take ice bath, stay in ice in 3 minutes, you're losing 1,600 calories, people. That's amazing what happened with the body. And you know, when you start fasting, when you're going over to ketose, and after 3 days, the stem cells and the growth hormone kicks in. I'm 100% sure about my growth hormone production from the morning when I'm walking until I exercise. It is in the roof. I can feel it in my body. It is so good. And I can feel in the fullness in my muscle. We don't need so much more food, people. We really don't need it. But we really need good food. And that's why my conflicting coming, because I see Bill Gates buy all the farmers' land in America and stop the meat production. That is I get very big problem, because all scientifically prove investigation about food. There is no more perfect food than red meat from a grass-fed animal. There is no more right antioxidant in the meat. So when you are in a severe depression, you can cure, many can cure themselves with only eat meat. I don't suggest that. Jordan Peterson and his daughter do that. But what I suggest you to do, when you eat only meat, take only 50% of vegetable and mix together with the beef. When you have cooked the beef half, put the vegetables in, because then your body don't get food deficiency or allergic. So you can, if you want to switch over to another thing, you don't get any problem in your body. I will do intermittent fasting till I die. That is for sure. If you're thinking about doing intermittent fasting for try it out, that is not a good idea. Because intermittent fasting stop carb 100%. Use 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week to trap down the carb, and you see what your body will do. When I only eat meat, I have been so surprised in which way my body gets stronger and stronger and stronger. When I put a dumbbell on 80 pounds on the push-down rack for 10 years ago. I do 60 pounds, very straight and good, with 40 kilo less. Can you understand this? This is so tremendously big difference, because I was too much fat when I do that, 80 pounds. I have a happiness level and of course, I have working with my mind about, I have listened a lot to the Jordan Peterson, and I will probably have to say that he is the reason I'm living today. Because 2.5 years ago, it was very, very dark in my mind. But when I listen to him, I get the right tools to work with myself. And that is everything about people. You need to get something to holding on to, so you know where you can go with yourself and put goal for yourself. And you can do so great with yourself. You don't know who create this. This body is amazing what the body can do for you. It's absolutely amazing. So I tell you only one thing, you can follow me. You see I have a six-pack. It's not really clear, but you can see it. It will be very much more clear. That I can guarantee you, because I don't stop what I'm doing. The only thing I'm doing now, I make sure I put enough food back to my body so I can exercise on empty stomach. That is the most important thing for me, because my growth hormone production, when I exercise, it's between 15,000 and 2,500% more than normal. And my testosterone level is in the roof. Can you think about, I stopped testosterone. Saturday this week, it is 5 weeks. When I have sex and coming, after 10 minutes, I'm ready again. And this guy here is 65 years old. That's crazy, people. And I don't use anything. I use only fish oil and D-vitamin. I take D-vitamin because now we have a little raining season here. So I'm sure I get enough D-vitamin. But I tell you one thing, people. I have never felt better in my life. And I want you to also feel that. So you can do the same without any side effect from steroid and anything. Because people pushing steroid to live, to earn money on you. You don't need it. Start motivate your brain. But I have to tell you one thing. I'm aware about one thing. I take myself in it many, many times because I'm thinking like I was eating like carb before. I don't need that. I need to change my thinking always because my body burns the fat and have a very good function. I'm losing fat all the day. Slowly, but good. So now I will stop, people. I'm full of energy for go and exercise my leg. I have a dreaming. I don't know if the dreaming is realism. We will do that after I do my leg. I have this jeans for this reason today, because you can see my leg muscle and the blood vein when I increase the blood into my muscle. So have a nice day, people. Enjoy the day. Take care.